Hey guys, it's Ep5 and welcome back to episode 5 of my Dortmund career. In today's episode we're going to be playing 3 big matches, the first of which is going to be Augsburg in the league, which doesn't seem too big, but the next 2 are in particular. We've got a game after a little bit of a break, I'm assuming an international break. We've got a game against Leipzig, who are in 2nd place and doing very well at the moment, just 2 points behind us, and then Real Madrid in the group stage as well. So those last 2 matches in particular, very, very big games for us, and are hopefully going to get ourselves some good performances in there. Obviously, at the end of last episode against Tottenham, we changed the difficulty, and that made it a very competitive game, where we lost actually in the end 3-2. So the change of difficulty, the change in the sliders, I should say, might well make these games quite interesting for us in today's episode. We are going to continue to monitor it. We might have to change it again slightly this time round until it gets sort of more realistic or whatever. But yeah, certainly looking forward to seeing exactly how he gets on. Before we get into things though, if we could try and hit 100 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. We've hit over 16,000 subscribers now, so thank you all so much for that. Really do appreciate it. Now on to the next target, which is obviously 17,000, 17.5, and then eventually 20, 25,000 as well. So if you guys could go help out, I'd really appreciate it. Let's crack on with today's episode though. This is the team I'm going to go with for this game against Augsburg. Quite a strong team because the next game's in a little while. Berkey starts in goal, Holjan, Socrates, Toprak, Guerrero in defence, Dahoud, Kagawa, and Weigl in midfield, Pulisic, Batshuayi, and Royce as our front 3. I think what we might do is actually put Goetze in the team as opposed to Kagawa, I think, instead, and that leaves us with the bench looking like this. So pretty happy with the bench I've gone with. Rodrigo's in good form at the moment as well, so he might well come off the bench. I think he got a hat-trick last episode, so he's doing pretty well. Let's crack on with the game. Let's try and get ourselves 3 points, and let's try and remain at the top of the league. Okay, there we go for this game against Augsburg. Bearing in mind the difficulty has been changed, and performances are becoming much more difficult to be able to get ourselves victories in. So this could be actually a very difficult match for us. We'll guess just have to wait and see, and hopefully it's just a realistic and competitive game. Goetze running forward, trying to get past the defence if he can. Can he keep going? That's always the issue, as the lack of strength there, but some might even say that could have actually been a foul. Batshuayi into Goetze. Goetze still going. Oh, that's got to be a foul this time now. Was it outside the box? I think just about. Very, very close, and we'll get a free kick on the edge of the box here. Good opportunity to try and get something on target, and so close actually to a good chance to shoot on goal. Roy's going to take this. I'm not great at free kicks. We'll see whether we can get it up and over. Wow, Jesus Christ, that was dreadful. Sad I'm not very good at free kicks. Batshuayi into Goetze. Good chance now for Goetze to get running at the defence. Play it onto Royce. Back inside maybe for Goetze, who opens up his body and scores. It's 1-0. We've scored inside 14 minutes, and Mario Goetze running the show through the middle there. Brilliant bit of play. First the combinations with Batshuayi, then with Marco Royce. Finds his way through with a great run right down the middle and opens up his body perfectly and slots home past the keeper, winning the game 1-0. Great bit of plays. That's brilliant run there from Mario Goetze. Little 1-2 there with Royce, and we get ourselves the opening goal. Batshuayi into Goetze, going to take a touch and shoot. Another good strike, this time easier for the goalkeeper. He saves and puts it out for a corner. Royce going to deliver into the front post, try and pick somebody out if we can. Batshuayi looking for a flick on, flicks it the wrong way. Batshuayi there, through to Mario Goetze. Chance for him to keep going through. Maybe could have played the pass to Pulisic. Now going to look to Batshuayi to run onto it. All off the post. I nearly took my hands off the controller because I thought it had gone in or gone wide. Didn't expect it to come back out to us there. I could have maybe had a tap in if someone was about. Very close to a second goal. Batshuayi, I think, had his shot deflected onto the post there, but so close to doubling our lead. Pulisic into Batshuayi, he's going to go for a finesse. That's the second goal with double our lead just before the break. It's a great finish from Batshuayi. Didn't really know whether he was going to be able to pull that sort of shot off, to be honest, but he has done fantastically. It's another goal for him. It's another goal for us as well. 2-0 now. Brilliant bit of play yet again. Pulisic brings it inside. Batshuayi takes a touch and just curls it round the defender and the goalkeeper, winning the game 2-0. And that's it for the first half. Still won the match 2-0. Obviously in a great position right now. I was a little bit concerned whether maybe the difficulty would change things massively and it'd be much more balanced, but it's still been quite a realistic game and a fairly competitive match that we had to work for, but we're doing quite a good job at the moment. So impressed by how we played. Hopefully that continues into the second half. Ooh, so close. Just loops over the bar, I think. Goal kick. Got away with that. Good chance here later on for Augsburg. Plays the pass inside. Still going. Good save. And followed up, but wide. Very, very close, because they should score. That was an open net. Tight angle, but still an open net. 10 minutes to go. We're going to make some changes now. All 3 changes, Rodrigo, Sancho and Castro all to come. We're going to take off Dahoud, Goetze and Royce. Give those guys a rest as well. And hopefully we're going to be okay with those changes going to the final 10 minutes. Obviously just making them to kind of freshen up the team a little bit. And hopefully we keep all the clean sheet. Toprak looking to switch it there to Sancho. What a pass that is. Brought down brilliantly as well. Could this be a chance for a third goal here? Sancho going to come inside on his right foot. Maybe a deflection or just a bad shot? Just a bad shot. That's it, we've got ourselves a 2-0 victory. I'll happily take that. Gets us 3 points as well. Really solid victory, a comfortable one as well, and it was fully deserved. So overall, no complaints really with the performance. Similar sort of stats actually. In fact, we just dominated on possession and had one more shot on target than them. So it proves that we're very clinical and we have a bit more quality going forward. Let's do some player drills now, see how we get on this week. It's going to be the exact same players. I'm again training up. And this week, no change in overall, but a few stats go up there across the board, particularly for Sancho, who gets a little bit closer to 68 overall. Scout reports to take a look at now. Let's have a look how I've got on some Polish players here. Certainly going to sign this guy with good potential, as is Bogdan as well. I think that's going to be it for that lot. On to the German players, and another good German player there. Robert, we'll take him. We'll take Daniel as well. And we will also take Paul. And other than that, pretty happy with how we got on this month. So Leipzig have played and obviously won their match as well. Bayern Munich have moved a little bit closer to us, still 7 points behind though. Have had a really sort of average start to the season, also dropping quite a few points. Leipzig have just about kept up with us though, having since we've won all 7 of our league games so far. Other monthly scouting updates to take a look at. Obviously they're in different times, which is a little bit annoying, but we'll change it whenever it needs to be changed. Some Swiss players to take a look at here. We'll sign this guy up, and we have got a hell of a goalkeeper here. 80 to 94 potential. Okay, yeah, we're definitely signing him up. That could be very fun for us. We're going to continue. I think we're actually just going to start training up, to be honest, immediately. 17 years old. He looks really, really good, and he can already be promoted, in fact, as well. Keep him in the academy. I think what we'll do is we'll just train him up in there, and then once the time's right, he'll be promoted into the squad, but very happy about that. Another Swiss goalkeeper. As you can see, we've introduced him into our squad drills, and so we are going to train him up this week. Isak should go up, or maybe even Sancho as well, I think. Sancho probably more likely than Isak. We'll see how we get on though, let's have a look. Sancho does go up, Isak doesn't quite though, maybe next week he might do, but yeah, very happy to see Sancho go up and overall. Now to this game against Leipzig, whoever wins this game goes top of the league, simple as that. Hopefully we can remain top and hopefully they don't end up overtaking us, but a really, really good game this one potentially. Let's have a look at the team, because I think we've also got Real Madrid in a few days' time. How near is that? Yeah, 3 days' time, so it's a really tough one here to decide how strong to go. To be honest, I think I'm just going to have to go all out for this game, even though we have just lost to Tottenham in the Champions League. Oh, very tough decision to be made. Let's have a look at the squad now. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to change around the team for this game. We're going to risk it here. We're going to put our rotated side for this game against Leipzig. Still a good team, though, so we do have plenty of good players in here. Berkey starts in goal, Piszczek, Sané, Toprak, Durm, Castro, Kagawa, Roda, Schürrle, Rodrigo, and Yarmolenko all starting. So a strong team, but a changed team, definitely. This is the bench we've got. Akanji, Schwarzer, Goetze, Royce, Sancho, Isak, and Batshuayi all on there. Obviously, a few bigger names missing out in preparation for that game against Madrid. Let's see how we get on. Very tough game. A draw wouldn't be so bad for us here. Obviously, we want to get ourselves 3 points, but with a changed team, it's going to be pretty tough, I think. Okay, then, this could be a very interesting one. I'm very curious to see how we perform with these changes to the team. Hopefully it's going to be good enough to get ourselves the victory that we really need here. Not really too sure what to expect from Leipzig, but they've had a great start to the season, only dropping 2 points so far, so yeah, it's going to be a tough game, I expect. Okay, let's crack on with the match. Let's see how we get on. Try and get ourselves a good victory here. Lively start for them. They're running forward here. Campbell, I think I'm a former player as well, in fact, and blocked there really well. Durm bringing the ball forward. Now we're going to look to Rodrigo. He needs some support. There's loads of space. Someone's got to make the right run. Rodrigo's still going, waiting for the right pass as well. Oh, I thought we'd scored. Just wide. Great opportunity. Don't really know who it was, actually. Is it Kagawa there running onto it? Maybe should hit the target, I think. Yarmolenko running forward. Love that pass through to Rodrigo. It's a great counter-attack there from the corner. Rodrigo still going, struggling for pace. You can tell he's struggling with that injury. And it's gone out for a corner. That's the last thing we want, is him injured. Especially with the fact he's got Madrid in a couple of days' time, and I want to keep Batshuayi fresh, ideally. Ball goes in, and had to be saved by the keeper. Hopefully Rodrigo can run that off. Schürrle still going here, going to look for a cross into the middle. Good chance if we can get there, but we can't. Castro following up. Blocked again, and it's going to be out for another corner. So we might have to take Rodrigo off at half-time, to be honest. We'll keep him on just to see whether we can get a goal with him, but he is struggling with an injury still. Into the front post here. Oh, cleared away. Very good connection, though. Ball into Andre Schürrle here. Needs somebody to get in the box, having to wait for an arrival. It's into Rodrigo, and he does score before he goes off. It's 1-0. We've scored with 2 minutes left of the first half, and we will happily take that goal. Thank you very much. An injured Rodrigo scores, and that will be his, I think, departing gift for us here, because I think we're going to have to take him off, unfortunately. Definitely struggling with an injury. I imagine he'll probably be out for a few weeks after this game. But for now, he has scored us a goal. Looks like it's holding his calf, but I think we'll take him off now just whilst there's a stoppage. Bring on Isak rather than Batshuayi. Obviously, we want to keep Batshuayi fresh for the game against Madrid, but yeah, I wanted to make sure we also got ourselves an open goal here. We have done. Still a good chance. What a block. And it's followed up, but well played, Andre Schürrle. He's managed to head it out. I think he was going for a goal kick as well. Just did enough there at the back post to prevent it, but Sané went in there with the initial block, managed to prevent it from going in again. We've just got away with a 1-0 advantage going into the break. So close, good response from Leipzig, but we do need to try and get ourselves a second if we can. Really competitive match though, this one. It could go either way. Looking here for Piszczek, who's got forward. Great chance if someone checks the run, and nobody did. Cleared away. It was a good bit of play, actually. We switched it from both sides, but now leaves us vulnerable in the right-back position. Sané does enough. Oh, no. Who's marking him? How has he scored from that angle? Worst bit about it is it's all come from our own mistake. We did some great defending a minute ago, and then we played it out from the goalkeeper to a defender, and then the defender played it straight to them, and then from that, they crossed it in and scored. Very frustrating. Is that a former play there as well? Campbell, I didn't quite see. Certainly looked like him, but yeah, it's terrible defending. Got to stop this cross as well. It's too easy. And then I don't know who's meant to be marking him. Supposedly Piszczek, but clearly not. It's 1-1, and the equaliser is Kevin Campbell who scores. Second change, Schmelzer's going to come on. He's going to go play as a left winger forward. Yarmolenko now as the centre attacking mid, and Kagawa coming off. Obviously trying to be using players that aren't going to get played against Madrid, so Schmelzer's one of them. He seems like he could do a good job for us there at left winger. He can also play left mid, so it's similar positions. And yeah, just fresh legs basically going forward. Ball through here to Schürrle. He's got himself through here. Isak's following up as well. He's not going to get in the right position. Schürrle to shoot and saved by the goalkeeper. And that is very unfortunate. That would have been a good chance to get ourselves in front late on. Yarmolenko look for the ball through to Isak. Takes a touch. No, he doesn't. He just has a go. Wanted to take a touch. It's gone out for a corner. Just over 10 minutes to go. Annoying as that one because I didn't actually want him to hit it first time. Yarmolenko to come off. We're going to bring him back Schwein for the final 10 minutes. I'm sure he can cope with playing that. And we will see now how he gets on. Campbell coming off for the opposition. Castro to deliver this ball in. Sané's in there. Connects with it. Not enough behind it and saved. Can we have a 1-2 here with Batshuayi? We can. On his left foot. Can he score the winner? Yes, he can. It's Batshuayi, the substitute. He's been on the pitch 2 minutes and he's got himself a goal. And we're back in front, finally, in this game. It's probably been deserved as well, just about. It's been a close game. We both had chances. Their chances have come from our mistakes, though. But, yeah, certainly a great chance for Batshuayi. Scoring on his left foot here. He just keeps on scoring. The fresh legs have worked, but there's still some time left, so maybe we haven't quite won it just yet. 10 minutes to go still. Floodgates might even open now with them throwing more players forward. Isak going to look into Batshuayi to shoot off the post. So close to a third, that would have been game over. It's not quite happened for him, but a very good chance. 5 minutes left. Just 1 minute to go. Free kick opportunity here for Dortmund. Got to try and prevent it from doing anything here. Got to try and clear it straight away if we can. Toprak's in there. Headed away. Schmelzer now down to Castro. Just got to clear this. Over to Batshuayi. He might even get there, to be honest. No, Keita to put it back over. Just got to clear it. We haven't cleared it properly. They've still got it, and it's a terrible shot, and that is it. 2-1 victory. We've managed to grind out a result there. We had to do it as well with such a changed team, and it's a very tricky game, is that one, but we've won. Beaten Leipzig, and we do remain top. We keep our winning streak going in the league as well. I'd say just about deserved in the end. If you look at the shots, we've had slightly more shots, only one more on target. But yeah, very close match in general, and either team could have taken the victory there. We just were more clinical in the end, and very happy to see us get ourselves the victory. It's been quite a good episode so far in terms of the realism and how difficult it's been to get victories. I really feel like I'm desperately trying in every match, rather than it kind of being a breeze. So that's been very good, and now we've got a proper test though, Real Madrid. That's a big test, and looking forward to that game now as well. Got to change around the team, put out our strongest side, of course. But first, some play drills, the exact same players again. This time we have our young goalkeeper going up to 61 overall, and Isak goes up to 72 as well. Another impressive performance from him. Did well when he came off the bench. We do have a player injured though. Rodrigo is going to be out for 3 weeks. Yeah, suspected that might be the case. Sprained ankle, although I thought he was holding his calf, so seemed a bit strange, but yeah, it did seem to be hobbling around quite badly. Okay, so on to this game now against Real Madrid to finish off today's episode. As you can see by the group table, we're currently in third position. We need to get ourselves a victory here, otherwise do leave ourselves in a difficult position if Madrid beat us. So it's going to be a very tough game. I'm expecting a very tough match. Obviously, likes of Ronaldo playing. I expect Mahrez to be starting, who's joined Real Madrid as well. So this could be a very tough game. This is the team going to go with Berkey starts in goal, Toljan at right back, Socrates, Toprak and Guerrero making up the rest of the defence. Dahoud, Götze and Weigl in midfield, Pulisic, Batshuayi and Royce as our front three. This leaves us the bench looking like this. Sancho, Philip, Isak, Kagawa, Castro, Schmelzer and Sané all on there. Obviously Rodrigo misses out due to injury. Yeah, let's see how we get on. I'm hoping we can get ourselves a victory, but very, very tough team. he's on the bench. Instead, it's Gareth Bale that starts in his position. So, yeah, very, very tough Real Madrid team. I heard about Boateng joining them as well. That's just made their defence even better. I mean, that is a ridiculous team, isn't it, really? Probably better than us in, I think, just about every position on the pitch. Which is, tough one to take, but we're just going to have to outwork them, and hopefully we can find ourselves a victory here. But yeah, very, very tough match. They're playing 4-3-3. We might have to look at our formation as we go through this game, but it's going to be a very tough game. And part of me would say that I'd take a point, but obviously we need 3 points really to try and get a little bit further up the group table. Oh, it's 1-0. Ronaldo scores the back post. It's a headed goal. Didn't stop the delivery in, and then we didn't do enough at the back post, and it's Cristiano that's done it, and they've scored very early on in this game. There's the first shot as well. I think it might even be the first shot of the game, to be honest. Neither of us have had any chances before this. 8 minutes in, Madrid already find themselves winning, and look at that smile from Ronaldo. Yeah, just Toprak doesn't do enough here. We do get a little bit exposed on where Guerrero's meant to be, but it shifts the whole defence over, and ultimately Toljan can't cope with Ronaldo in the air. So winning the game 1-0, not the start that we wanted or needed. Got to stop the cross this time round. We haven't done it again this time. Oh, we should clear that away. Saved by the goalkeeper. Every time we're not stopping the crosses from getting in, we just can't get close enough to them for some reason. Trying to get to the cross, but I can't seem to. And that's going to be cleared away. Well played, Batshuayi protects the ball this time. Chance for a counter-attack, maybe if we can get this right. Not that many numbers back in Madrid. Looking strong defensively. Pulisic making his way forward, waiting for Royce to make the right run. Takes his time, and eventually the pass isn't right. Royce needs to make an earlier run there. It's disappointing from him. Good chance, blocked this time round, and there's a bit of an issue with us defensively between our midfield and defence. De Hood's not getting far enough back, and it's in a situation where our defence isn't protected enough. We have to step forward, and then it leaves gaps. Need to look at that at some point if we can, maybe even before half-time. Pulisic going forward, great chance. There's no marking Royce, but keeper comes out and saves it. Slight tweak to the formation. Rather than a centre-attack mid, it's going to be a centre-mid now. Got to make sure De Hood and Weigl get back, otherwise I'm just going to take De Hood off because he's not getting far enough back for us, and it's leaving our defence really open. You can't allow that with Madrid when they push so many players forward, so we're going to do that. Just a slight tweak to the formation. Hopefully it improves us going into the break. Going to be cleared away, and it has been. Another good chance for Madrid. Oh, this is going to be a second, it is as well. So bad defensively. Being exposed yet again by just brilliant football. Nobody following the runner this time round, and then not tight enough on the winger again at the back post. It's Gareth Bale this time with the header. It's 2-0, Real Madrid are in front, and they're extending their lead as well. Royce trying to get in behind Carvajal. This might be our best opportunity, in fact, to be able to get in behind. Ramos approaches us, looking for that pass into Pulisic. Good turn, good shot, and we've got one back. It's come from nothing. That's probably our first shot on target, but we pull them back here, 2-1, and it's just on the stroke of half-time as well. Gives us potential to get back into this game a little bit more, but we're really struggling to get forward at times, so that's fantastic. Completely loses Marcelo there at left back. Incredible stuff from Pulisic, and a good finish as well. Very few chances, but we've taken this one, 2-1. Half-time still losing the game 2-1, unfortunately. Don't often see ourselves in this position, do we? But we obviously have recently in the Champions League since the changes to the difficulty. But yeah, certainly a tough game. I think the change formations helped. We certainly looked better as we were approaching half-time, so I was a little bit gutted to have the break because we'd started to build a little bit of momentum. Weigl still going after shoot himself. He had nobody in front of him. Batshuayi got far too deep. And he's not really been in the game at all as Batshuayi. He keeps getting marked out of the match, really, with Boateng just behind him. Pulisic over to Toljan. He's getting forward now as the right back. Got to try and find a cross in. It's not a good delivery. Had to be better. Batshuayi, I think, had ran offside, though. And we've still got the ball here just about. Batshuayi looking to play it in behind and intercepted again. Getting forward a little bit more in this half, but not looking too likely. I don't have that many shots yet. De Hood getting forward, got to get a better cross in. Look for Batshuayi, Boateng heads out. And again, we're still looking the better of the two teams actually at the moment. Look to get a shot on goal, and I think, again, deflected. 20 minutes left, let's make some changes now. Okay, Kagawa, Castro and Sancho all going to come on. We're going to take off De Hood, Goetze and Pulisic, try and freshen up the team a little bit. Those sort of players drifting out the game at times, so we're going to try and freshen things up with a bit more pace on the right wing in particular. Got ourselves a corner, I think, here, so it's going to be Marco Royce to deliver it in. 20 minutes to go, still looking for an equaliser. Royce now going to put it in there. Kagawa's going for it. Flicked it to the back post, it had to be cleared away. Batshuayi now into Sancho. Good chance to get forward. He should have the legs over Marcelo. Ramos approaching him. He needs a little bit more support. Batshuayi's got to give it to him. Ball through into Batshuayi. Tight angle. Oh, he's going for a bit of a penalty there maybe, but he's still got it. Castro going to have a shot, I think, on his left foot. We're struggling there. Thought we were going to find a way through in the end. We just got blocked off by Boateng and Ramos working well together. Royce going to deliver in. Should be a better ball in this time. Socrates is there and saved by Navas. Such a good chance. I'm pretty sure it was Socrates that got on the end of it and still can't find that equalising goal. That's right. Go on. Had to give it a go off the post. It's gone off the goalkeeper as well. And just about goes across the goal line, but cleared away. So close. Batshuayi just giving a little bit of space there. He's not had that many chances in this game. And so close to the equalising goal. Thought that was it. That's it, we lost the game 2-1. Not really deserved, we should have got a draw from that. We had a better second half than Madrid by far. Disappointing to lose the game, but always going to be tough against a good team like Madrid. They started off the game better, obviously scored 2 goals fairly quickly. We couldn't really recover from that point. But as you can see there, they had 0 shots on target, yet they scored 2 goals somehow. So yeah, that happened. 7 shots for us, 4 on target. We should have had 2 goals at least, I think, maybe even 3 you could say, but didn't have loads of chances. Always going to be tough, but a very competitive match that really Madrid have just about got away with, to be honest. Should have been 2-2. So that leaves us in a difficult position now in the Champions League, obviously with 2 losses. I think we're on, is it 3 or 4 points? I can't remember. I think it might be 3. So yeah, we definitely need to start picking up some wins there. As you can see in 3rd place here, Spurs obviously winning as well against Anderlecht, as you'd expect. There's still 3 games to go, so we can get 9 points, so we can still technically finish in the top 2. We're going to have to beat Spurs and Anderlecht, though, to be able to do that, and obviously probably Madrid as well in that next game that we still have to play. So looking forward to that in the reverse fixtures, but yeah, a little bit disappointed by the scoreline of today's final match. Was hoping that we'd be able to get ourselves a draw, but didn't happen. And we've been offered the England job. Okay, we've only been doing the Dortmund job a month or 2, but we've already got an offer for the England job. I don't usually do the international ones, to be fair. I usually just stick to a club, but yeah, certainly nice to have been offered it. Yeah, we do have obviously 3 games to play in the next episode against Frankfurt. Also a team I've never heard of as well, actually. I think in the German Cup, Hanover as well. Maybe time to play the 4th game against Spurs. We'll have to wait and see. The game against Bayern, though, isn't too far away in the league for us. Overall, pretty happy with today's episode, though. Obviously got ourselves a victory against Leipzig. Continued our winning streak in the league with 8 wins from possible 8. So very, very good on that side of things. Just the Champions League that we are struggling a little bit, but there's still plenty of points up for grabs. That's everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Thank you all for helping me hit 16,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget you can also follow me on Twitter at GamefaceHD and then Instagram at GamefaceHD as well. And that's everything. Thanks for watching and goodbye.